And that was U2 Stuck in the Middle. And David Munger, I have a small bone to pick with you. The problem with picking good music is that Alistair decides to start singing and then I have to hear it.
So a registered charity, so we're reliant on people donating money to us. We've got quite a nice building, and we've got a couple of studios and mixing desks and a big record library which we've had for years, so it has literally got vinyl records in as well as CDs. It's in our charity aims. It says the relief of suffering and boredom in the hospitals of Southampton. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to give people something to listen to and keep them occupied while they're in hospital.
Well, in 1952, apparently it started in a garden shed. And then they started transmitting from the football ground, and then they decided to put music in the interval. So that's how it started, from the football ground. Well, we like to think it benefits the community because even if one person is listening to it, we feel as though we've done a good job and we've made somebody's life a little bit happier.
We do fundraising from things like public address. For instance, the Marwell Zoo 10k run, we provide the public address for that and they donate us money. And we also traditionally have done a sort of tin shaking type thing in the collecting tins in the nearby superstore. The Queen's Award for Voluntary Service is awarded to charities, and our chairman last year, Steve Milan, he applied basically saying, you know, we've been around 60 years, we provide this service to the hospitals, and managed to persuade the people who organised the award that we were worthy of the award, and because it was 60 years anniversary, and yeah, people can come and volunteer. I'd certainly recommend it to people if they want to volunteer. A little bit of training for people as well, so train them to present. And the only real limitation is you have to be over 18. It's a good place to come, and you can get some experience of radio things and visit the patients, pick up requests and enjoy yourself.
It's a really nice job because it's fairly laid back. You go to the ward desk, see the sister, and you say, is it all right to go and see the patients in your ward? Can you tell me who not to see? I say, my name's John, what's yours? And they generally open up. So, well, what type of music do you like? And we say, well, it can be anything you like. You know? We've got a fairly extensive library in there. And they say, oh, well, we like country and western. So the conversation develops. Sometimes people say, oh, no, thank you. I say, okay, it's fine. And quite ironically, people then open up and say, well, funny enough, before you go, I like Status Quo. I say, okay, we'll play that one for you. I find it a real privilege to go to see people who are poorly and say, hi, you might be interested in something different. You know, something different from talking to a doctor or a nurse. How about listening to a hospital radio, having a request played? You know, you're famous for 3 minutes, or 3.5 minutes.
In the longer term, well, actually next year our lease runs out, and we've had a lot of difficulty trying to get the NHS Trust and so on, actually trying to get a definitive statement of yes, you can stay there once the lease runs out, because of course if they want to, they can choose to sell the building, and that's the big thing that's on our minds, is just being here after next year when the lease runs out. For the patients themselves, it's partly that they get to control something, they get to do something, and they get to pick a request and replay it and so on. And it's partly just that when the people collecting the requests go down there from the hospital radio station from us, they get to talk to someone. You know, it's nice to do something, well, charitable, I guess, you know, some sort of voluntary thing. It's nice not to spend all your life just thinking about yourself.